really fun basketball season last year, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
I think overall, I mean, if you were a Michigan State fan, you were a big, you enjoyed it very much.
Yep.
If you were a Michigan fan, you enjoyed it much.
Yes.
They were better than you thought. And of course, the Pistons were so much better. They go from 14 wins to 44. No one's making that leap again, but it gave you hope. One of the big reasons was because of Malik Beasley, who set a franchise record for number of threes, but also finished second in the NBA in triples made. The Pistons had proposed what was believed to be a 3-year, $42 million contract for him. So as you can tell, that was good money.
Absolutely.
Really good money. He was getting ready to get paid, and then suddenly there's an investigation. An FBI gambling allegation of throwing games into Malik Beasley. Then they dipped into the personal life, missed some opportunities to pay rent and so on and so forth, and all hell broke loose. Reports today, the FBI says he's no longer under investigation. He's cleared of that, something Malik Beasley stood fast with, said, listen, this is not me. I did not do this. So they have come to the conclusion that he's free and clear. But he's also open for business for his basketball talents. The Pistons could sign him to a 1-year. They could only afford $7.2 million. He had a multi-year deal on the table. The belief is that he could sign with Detroit for 4 years and almost $31 million. They have since pivoted strongly, as you know, in the draft and in picking up 2 veterans in Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson. Would you guys entertain the opportunity to re-sign Malik Beasley to a multi-year deal? Anybody would do the 1-year contract. Don't bail out on me on that.
I got you.
I want to know if you do it for an extended 3-year contract at about $31 million.
That's rough.
That's the tough question of the day.
Before I answer, I will say this. All this was going on last year, wasn't it?
Not the FBI investigation, no.
But what I mean is everything the personal side of things.
It wasn't made public. Maybe the Pistons knew, but we sure didn't. I didn't know about it.
Missing the point. I'm not talking about the Pistons. I'm not talking about the front office. I'm talking about for Malik Beasley. Him as an individual,
yes,
he dealt with all this last year.
Yeah.
Whether it was the personal stuff, whether it was knowing what was going on, whether the investigation was looming and would come out.
Yeah.
And he still finished second in the league in 3-pointers. And he still had the influence that he did. So the way I look at it is that case is now gone. I don't care about your personal life realistically, if I'm being honest, because guess what? Everybody has a personal life. Everybody in professional sports is struggling with something or dealing with something.
Everybody in life is struggling.
Thank you, 100%. Amen. If you can show your butt up to the Detroit Performance Center every day you're supposed to, if you can show up to LCA on time when you're supposed to, if you can do the things that we ask you to do, you're talking about getting him at a valuable price. I wouldn't have a problem bringing him back. Just from that standpoint, he dealt with all that last year and still was lighting it up. Now, I got some moments in the playoffs that I wasn't necessarily particularly happy with, but as a whole, Malik Beasley I think he did a lights out job for the Pistons last year. Now you can get him at a steal, a discounted price.
Roughly $10 million. Right. Where does he fit?
That's the real question.
That's the big question.
Yeah.
Where does he fit?
Because Jaden Ivey is on his way back. You did go out and sign Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert. Right. I would love to add him to this bench unit, and maybe you can run some different sets with him. But when somebody can shoot that prolifically, you can never have enough shooting in the NBA.
Agreed.
And he loves the team loves him. He wanted to be back here by all accounts, and they were ready to pay him the money. So, I mean, if the Pistons don't frown upon, some of the things that were going on with him, why wouldn't you bring him back? Especially for a team that's in a position of trying to take that next leap from first round exit to, maybe even contending for the Eastern Conference. It's wide open right now.
Also, too, you look at let's just go with the Celtics for a second. How many 3-point shooters do the Celtics have?
A lot.
Everybody on their team can shoot.
Yeah, a lot.
Including the big man Al Horford. They find a way to maneuver the roster so it works. It's the best roster in the NBA when they're completely healthy, just my opinion. Do the Pistons have some lights-out players that can get more time to Malik Beasley or that they can't split some time?
No.
Is Karis LeVert showing you that he's going to be a dynamic three-pointer and an off-the-ball shooter and he can get the ball to the cup? Duncan Robinson, love him as a player. He's a Michigan guy.
Shout out.
The last time he's been consistent from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So my thing is,
Well, he made like 180 last year.
but what was the percentage? I said
Yeah.
the percentage,
Yeah.
not necessarily how many he made.
I got
the
you.
percentage. So
I'm just saying you got to make up somehow. You've
Right.
got to find a way to make up 600 threes if you believe in, if that's the philosophy.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
trust JB Bickerstaff with his philosophy. If you believe that, you've got to make that up over 600
That's a
because
lot.
you lost Hardaway, you lost Beasley,
Yeah.
and you lost Schroeder. All right.
Yeah,
So how do you make that up? Robinson helps. Karis LeVert's not a big 3-point. He's a decadent drive-it guy,
Right.
And a good defensive player. Ches Lanier, you draft. Who knows what you're going to have with that? Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland's going to give you a little
Yeah.
bit more. Javonte Green, you added in the offseason for about $1 million.
Javonte can go.
You lost me with the last two, but you lost with the last two, including Sasser. But you're talking about a 3-point shooter that on a 1-year deal. He wouldn't get a 3-year deal. I think they do a 1-year deal because that's all at this particular, in my opinion, that's all he's worth giving to. Like we don't know what you're gonna do during the season because that's the other side of it. Like because of what you do off the field, I don't know what it looks like for you during the season. I don't know if you got other stuff going on that's gonna influence how you play, influence how you act. So you're doing a 1-year deal. This is a 1-year situation for a team that isn't there, but it's close.
Yeah, if I'm the player, I'm not doing that, though. I mean, here's the you just said that he was dealing with all that last year, and look at how he came to play, always ready. Well, who knows what he's got going on, and if he does have something going on, he had something going on last year, and he still performed, so why would that matter?
Because if you're another team, you're not taking that bait. Like
Well, if you're another team,
if
not
you're
the
another
Pistons,
team,
I
I
see.
said
I
that
see.
from kind of like, you know, like his standpoint, like where his mental is at.
Yeah.
And then the Pistons, this is kind of like their situation. If I'm an outside team, if I'm the Pacers, I'm not bringing in Malik Beasley for what? If I'm
'Cause you lost
insert,
a lot of scoring. I mean, when you
True.
lose your two best players.
but
Or
then when
two of your
something
three.
happens and something blows up, and then people say, we knew this is what was going to happen.
Yeah, I think you run that as a general manager. My point of view would be, you run that risk with everybody.
Yes, sir.
And anybody you sign to an extended contract, you run the risk of people going, see what happened. You're not going to sign all these guys on 1-year deals. If you're Malik Beasley, you poured your heart and soul out last year, busted your absolute ass to get there, and he wanted to be rewarded with a multi-year deal. Something got in the way of that. My guess is he understands he'll have to take less money. He still wants the long-term protection.
Don't care what you want. At the end of the day, this is the situation. There's a new situation. There's a new order of things. In this particular order, let's just say it played this way. We got a 1-year deal for you. We'll give you a little bit more on the 1-year deal, but it's a 1-year deal.
So the only way you get him is if you're the Pistons.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're Trajan Langdon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can only afford the 7.2.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Which would be an unbelievable deal.
Yes.
All right. For a guy who had the type of season last year.
100%.
You're saying that's the only offer you would give him. You would take the contract and go, it's a 1-year 7.2. You wouldn't do the multi-year deal, even though you were going to do that when the season ended. You were willing to do that when the season ended.
27 years, bet on yourself. 100%. That's what I'm doing.
And for the Pistons, they already allocated the money elsewhere. And it's like, yeah, I'm not about to sign you long term. I still have Jalen Duren to worry about. Maybe I want to keep Jaden Ivey. I still have that coming up.
You can still do that.
No, I mean, sure, but you don't want to allocate that money. And then another thing is, would he be ready to take a reduced role as well? Because not only is he getting less money, when you come into this team, the way it's going to look this year, you probably are taking a reduced role as well. You're not going to start, and bench minutes, depending on the matchup, it may not be as much as it was last year. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
But earlier, you said you can never have enough shooters.
No, for the Pistons, yes.
Yeah. So if you can never have enough shooters, is it really a debate? Why wouldn't you bring him back? If you don't believe in Marcus Sasser or Javonte Green, and I don't totally disagree with you there, although I think Sasser has shown some flashes.
No, he has.
I mean, suddenly you've got, think about it. Think about your backcourt with Cunningham, Ivy, and then you've got Robinson as a swing guy. You've got LeVert coming off the bench. You've got Beasley coming off the bench. You've got Holland in the starting lineup. You're a lot deeper than you were at this time a week ago.
And I would love to have you back, but I didn't ask you to go out and get in trouble. If I'm the Pistons organization, I have a line. I have a set line that I'm willing to go for you. Yes, we'll bring you back because you were such a great piece. But, hey, all these things happen. I spent the money elsewhere. You got to take what we're giving you, or you can try your luck somewhere else.
All right.
Also, too, at the end of the day, it's like, look, do you not bet on yourself? Do you not trust yourself? We're willing to give you more money this year in a one-off and prove yourself.
Right.
like improve yourself.
It's not more money though. It's $7.2 million. The more money would come in the multi-year deal. It's not more money first and foremost, and second of all, he didn't get in trouble last year.
No,
he got
he didn't.
that was trouble from a couple years
Well,
ago when he was in Minnesota.
It didn't come out
so
till
that's
last
the
year.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't
But
come
there
out.
were but there were other signs and other flashes of things that we saw last year.
Sure.
It was where you're like, you this may have happened 2 years ago, but you're still kinda in this phase, if you will. Look, we got a year deal for you.
Yeah.
Like, you got a year deal for you. Take it. If I give him a multi-year deal, now I got to worry about money. Now I got to worry about money, like you said with Jalen Dort. Now I got to realize who's next. Now I got to realize, oh, we got this and got that on the side. Also, I got to worry about, are you gonna be liable? Are you going to be responsible for 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Locking somebody into a 1 year deal is very different than 3. Because 1 year, you can focus for 365. You can turn all the noise off, all the BS off. You can dial it in, focus in for 365. You at 366, I don't know if you go out and do something crazy. I don't know if you get back into whatever else it is. I don't have to worry if I do a 1 year deal with you. I can sign you, and then we're good.
You were willing to do the 3-year deal before all this, and he's been cleared of it. He didn't participate.
I gave that money to Karis LeVert. He has it now. So, hey, this is how it shook out. I'm sorry.
But I just gave you the numbers. If
New
you
thing,
could,
new circumstances.
You could do the 3 years. Let's round up. It's 30.9.
Yeah.
You could do the 3 years, 31. I'm giving you the option.
Yeah.
You're the general manager. The 1 or the 3, and you guys are standing firm on the 1.
On the
Do
one.
one.
Okay. I agree with you.
I can't handicap myself.
I just want you to know. I would do the same thing.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's a contrarian.
You got us. You got us.
It was like a
I
we
just wanted to see. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my belief too.
Yeah.
I hesitate on saying bet on yourself all the time because he bet on himself last year, and damn it, he earned it.
Bet
He
on
won.
yourself again. You have a skill that the NBA absolutely needs, the three-point shot.
Yeah. So why not give him a multi-year deal? Somebody's out there should give him a multi-year deal.
As
It just
somebody.
wouldn't be
It
me.
might not be me.
Right.
There you go.
There.
Well, I wonder what was the conversation between Malik Beasley and the Detroit Pistons before he came here, and how much of that he knew he didn't share, and then when it came out, now the Pistons and Trajan Langdon are looking like dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder how much of that weighs into it, because if you don't tell me this is going on, my apologies. If you don't tell me this is going on, I bring you in, we have this great year, and then towards the end of it, it starts to come off the rails in terms of what's going on behind the curtain, you lied to me. And that's why I said I wonder what happened, because I'm not saying that he did or not. But if you lied to me, how much trust you for a 3-year deal?
There you go.
Take this 1 year deal, and we'll talk to you at the end of the year, or maybe even halfway through the year if it's going in such a manner, going in such a way.
It's a strange and very interesting and at times a very difficult spot for the Pistons, because if you're him, if you're Malik Beasley in his camp, you're saying to the Pistons, hey man, you wanted us before when you didn't think there were any problems. The problems were
Wiped
BS,
out.
right? They're wiped out. Sure, I missed rent. Sure,
Who cares about that part? That doesn't care.
Well, but sometimes it does. Like you said earlier, it can reflect character. Okay.
Yeah.
Who bails on a haircut?
But-
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
no, I'm
tough.
serious. There's something to be
true.
said for
That's
some-
tough.
So,
right,
but overall,
Have we heard from Malik Beasley on any of that though? Like,
haven't.
realistically?
I don't follow him.
Like, when you got people talking about $30,000 for a haircut, and he went like,
yeah.
His lawyers probably told him not to say anything.
It wasn't just
which is
for
smart.
It wasn't a haircut. I'm sure it was a lot of haircuts. Hey, I'll get you
all
back.
right,
You
cool,
know I
here
got
go.
it. And
I get my haircut. My haircut costs $75. Like, that's what it costs per week. It is what it is.
But you flying them out though too. You know the NBA.
Two different barbers, $75. Like, throughout the course of a year, like that's not cracking 30. Throughout the course of 2 years, that's not cracking 30. You want to add a little fly out piece, cool. Now we at 200. That's not cracking 30K.
right.
So
Something's up here.
So that 30K may be related to something that has nothing to do with haircuts, ladies
Right.
and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that there you right.
Nothing to do with haircuts. He may have been gambling, it just wasn't on Caesars.